What's underlined only. All right. We're going to read pages 66 to 71. Read pages 66 to 71. Do workbook pages 16 to 19, 1 through 16, due next Tuesday. Now, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I am out of town, so there will be a sub in here, and the sub is going to introduce you to some ideas about rocketry. Okay? So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to do that rocketry right afterwards so that we can have everything built before our STEM day on September 29th. All right? So read pages 66 to 71. Do the workbook pages 16 to 19, questions 1 to 16, and do 9-6. All right. Was there anybody here who wasn't here yesterday? All right, so everybody should have their books, and you took the test. Is there anybody who needs to take the test? Don't think so. All right, so we're going to start with the book. So everybody's going to listen first, and you're going to go to page 66 in the textbook, Exploring Physical Science. Now, with the new way we're doing science, usually you wouldn't do physical science until 8th grade. But we're going to do a little bit of physical science this year. We're going to do 66, page 66. Now, we have a couple of vocabulary, just the word science and physical science. And we're going to learn again that when science we ask questions. What's the relationship of matter and energy? There's a couple branches of physical science and 3 areas of science that use physical science. Interesting pictures. We have a cheetah. We have a boy throwing in baseball. Looks like Little League. We have a scientist over looking at materials on page 68 in terms of looking at something to do with heat. We study physics, where we see a roller coasting ride, and then we see the tornadoes or storms on page 70, and a cow in biology, and there's a relationship with physical science. So all you have to do is follow along and read. Okay? All right, so let's get this done first. And this will just take about 10 minutes. Now, your assignment's not due till next Tuesday. All right, does everybody have your book? Where's your book? Okay, yeah. Oh, you want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, this little, kind of like a robot called a Swivl, and it's recording Mr. Dolan's lesson for the day for Nick. Nicholas? And you can watch it.
Christopher.
And you can watch it tonight, and you can download it, and you can get all of his lessons, and you can
All right. So everybody has understood that. Now let me get you back to the right thing here.
Section 2, Scientific Methods.
As you read this section, keep
the world of physical science.
All right, so everybody start with the blue at the top.
Follow along in your book as you listen to this chapter. Be sure to look carefully at the figures and illustrations when they are mentioned in the reading.
Section 1, Exploring Physical Science.
As you read this section, keep the following objectives in mind. Explain that science involves asking questions. Describe the relationship of matter and energy to physical science. Describe the 2 branches of physical science. Identify 3 areas of science that use physical science. In this section, you will learn the following new terms: science, physical science. Your teacher may want you to try the following reading strategy. Prediction guide. Before reading this section, write the title of each heading in this section. Next, under each heading, write what you think you will learn.
Exploring physical science. You're eating breakfast. You look down and notice that your reflection in your spoon is upside down. You wonder, why is my reflection upside down even though I'm holding the spoon right side up? Congratulations! You just completed the first steps toward becoming a scientist. How did you do it? You observed the world around you. Then you asked questions about your observations. That's what most of science is all about. That's science. Science is a process of gathering knowledge about the natural world. Asking a question is often the first step in the process of gathering knowledge. The world around you is full of amazing things that can lead you to ask questions. The student in Figure 1 didn't have to look very far to realize that she had some questions to ask.
Right, look at it.
Science.
She
Everyday
had Alex
actions such as
helping her.
timing the microwave popcorn and using the brakes on your bicycle use your knowledge of science. You learned how to do these things by making observations and asking questions. Making observations and asking questions is what science is all about. And because science is all around, you might not be surprised to learn that there are many branches of science. Physical science is the science you will learn about in this book. But physical science is just one of the many different branches of science. What is physical science? Physical science is the study of matter and energy. Matter is the stuff that everything is made of. Even stuff so small that you can't see it is matter. Your shoes, your pencil, and even the air you breathe are made of matter. And all of this matter has energy. Energy is the ability to do work. But energy is easier to describe than to explain. For example, energy is partly responsible for rainbows in the sky. But energy isn't the rainbow itself. All moving objects have energy of motion, such as the cheetah shown in Figure 2. Food also has energy. When you eat food, the energy in the food is transferred to you. You can use that energy to carry out your daily activities. But energy isn't always associated with motion or food. All matter, including matter that isn't moving, has energy. So, because the baseball in Figure 3 is matter, it has energy, even though it is not yet moving. A study of matter and energy. As you explore physical science, you'll learn more about matter and energy, and you will see how matter and energy relate to each other. For example, both paper and gold are matter. But why will paper burn and gold will not? And why is throwing a bowling ball harder than throwing a baseball? How can water turn into steam and back into water? All of the answers to these questions have to do with matter and energy. It is hard to talk about matter without talking about energy. However, sometimes it is useful to focus on one or the other. Physical science is also often divided into two categories: chemistry and physics. Branches of physical science. Physical science is usually divided into chemistry and physics. But both chemistry and physics can be further broken down into many more specialized areas of study. For example, chemistry includes organic chemistry, which is the study of substances made of carbon. And geophysics, one of the branches of physics, includes the study of the vibrations deep inside the earth that are caused by earthquakes. Chemistry, a matter of reactions. Chemistry is the study of all forms of matter, including how matter interacts with other matter. Chemistry looks at the structure and properties of matter. For example, some substances behave one way under high temperature and high pressure, but other substances will behave very differently under the same conditions. The scientist in Figure 4 is studying the properties of different kinds of materials. He is trying to find materials that have unusual properties, such as the ability to withstand very high heat. Chemistry is also the study of how substances change. A chemical reaction takes place when one substance reacts with another substance to make a new substance. Chemical reactions are taking place around you all the time. When your body digests food, a chemical reaction is taking place. Chemical reactions are needed when you take a photo of your best friend, when your parent starts the car engine, and when you turn on a flashlight. Physics, a matter of energy. Like chemistry, physics deals with matter. But physics looks mostly at energy and the way that energy affects matter. Studying different forms of energy is what studying physics is all about. Energy can make matter do some interesting things. For example, have you ever wondered what keeps a roller coaster, such as the one shown in Figure 5, on its tracks? The study of physics will help answer this question. Motion, force, gravity, electricity, light, and heat are parts of physics. They are also things that you experience in your daily life. For example, if you have ever ridden a bike, you are aware that force causes motion. If you have ever used a compass, you have dealt with the concept of magnetism. Do you know why you see a rainbow after a rainstorm? Or do you know why shifting gears on your bicycle makes it easier to pedal? You will learn the answers to these questions, as well as many others, as you study physical science.
Okay, almost done.
Science all around you. Believe it or not, matter and energy are not just concepts in physical sciences. What you learn about matter and energy is important for other science classes too. Meteorology. The study of Earth's atmosphere, especially in relation to weather and climate, is called meteorology. A meteorologist is a person who studies the atmosphere. One of the most common careers meteorologists have is weather forecasting. But other meteorologists specialize in and even chase tornadoes. These meteorologists predict where a tornado is likely to form. Then, they drive very close to the site to gather data, as shown in Figure 6. By gathering data this way, scientists hope to understand tornadoes better. Meteorologists must have knowledge of physical science. They must understand high and low pressure, motion, and force before they can predict how tornadoes will behave. Geology. The study of the origin, history, and structure of Earth is called geology. Some geologists are geochemists. A geochemist is a person who specializes in the chemistry of rocks, minerals, and soil. Geochemists, such as the one in Figure 7, try to find out what the environment was like when these materials formed, and what has happened to the materials since they formed. To understand how rocks and soil have changed over millions of years, a geochemist must have a knowledge of heat, force, and chemistry. Biology. Students are often surprised that life science and physical science are related. But chemistry and physics explain many things that happen in biology. For example, a chemical reaction explains how animals, such as the cow in Figure 8, get energy from food. Sugar, C6H12O6, which is produced by the plant, reacts with oxygen. As a result, carbon dioxide, water, and energy are produced. This reaction can be shown by the following chemical equation. C6H12O6 plus 6O2 yields 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy.
Well, we've reached the end of this section. Review the main points of the section by reading the summary. Then take...
All right, now let's take out our workbook pages, get out a highlighter, and get out a pencil. So we're going to go to page number 16. We'll use our highlighters first. All right, everybody hold up your highlighters so I know we're ready to go. All right, so we're going to highlight the big ideas, which are the topics. So, highlight That's Science at the very top, right beneath the title. That's Science, Everyday Science. All right. Page 16, Hallie. 16. All right, so that's science, everyday science. And then number 2, what is physical science? What is physical science? Right above question 3. All right, we go next. On the next page, 17, we have 2 of them to do. A study of matter and energy and branches of physical science. And then number 18 is chemistry, a matter of reaction. Chemistry, a matter of reaction. All right. Physics, a matter of energy. Physics, a matter of energy. Next, physical science, all around you, meteorology. Physical science, all around you, meteorology. And then the last couple we have here is geology on the next page. And then biology. Something wrong? Really? All right, now let's go back to the first sentence and we'll highlight the key words. All right, so the first one is, what is knowledge gained by observation that can be tested? So we're going to do knowledge gained, observation, can be tested. Number 2, what is science all about? All right, science, all about. Number 3, what is the study of non-living matter? Study, non-living matter. Number 4, what do we study in physical science? Study, physical science. Science, all about. Science, all about. Study, physical science. Thank you, Alyssa. All right, let's go to the next page, number 5. Number 5. No. Which way are we going to go? It's page 16. All right, what is the stuff that everything is made of? Stuff, everything made of. What is the ability to do work? Ability, work. All right, number 7. What does all matter have, whether it is moving or still? All matter have. Moving, still. Moving, still. All right, number 8. What are the 2 main branches of physical science? 2 main branches, physical science. All right. Number 9. What is the study of the structure and properties of matter called? Study, structure, properties matter called? Number 10. What do physicists study? Physicists study. All right, what is the study of weather and climate called? Study, weather, climate called. 12. What do meteorologists need to know about physical scientists? Meteorologists need know physical science. 13. Almost done. What is the study of the structure of Earth called? Study, structure, Earth called. 14. What is the study of the chemistry of rocks called? Study, chemistry, rocks called. What do geochemists need to know about physical science? Geochemists know physical science. And your last one. Chemistry can help to explain how animals do which of the following. Chemistry, explain, animals, following. All right? Now, take a pencil. I'll tell you the page numbers the sections are for you to help find the answers. All right? Now, that's science. Everyday science is the first page. So that's on page 16. So put down page 66 up at the top. Page 66 up at the top where it says that's science. Everyday science, put 66. What is physical science is page 67. You can just put the number down. You don't have to write page out. All right, next page. A study of matter and energy is page 67. Branches of physical science is 68. A matter of reactions is 68. $67. 68. All right, now let's do chemistry. All right, chemistry, a matter of reaction, 68. Physics, a matter of action, or matter of energy, is 69. Physical science, all around you, is 70. All right, go next. Geology is 70. And biology is 71. All right, now, you've got the assignment. You've got this. We have other things to do today. The big thing is get it done today. Okay, so you don't have to take it home for homework. You have 2 days you can do it, an 8th period, because it's not due till next Tuesday. Does everybody understand that? This is one of the bigger. I give 2 days to get it done. There should be no reason not to have it done. All right, now, here's what I'd like you to do next. I want you to take out a piece of loose leaf paper, please.
Mr. Dolan, when are you going to start your test?
We'll get to it.
Mr. Dolan.
We'll get to it. So, everybody go to page 3 to 5 in your booklet. 3 through 5. Why didn't you do the work? Why didn't you do these? Not good today. Let's take out a piece of paper. Put your name, and there's our heading up there. So put name, DRB, and the date, 9/1/16, on the clean piece of paper. Start there. All right? So put down name, 9-1-16, and DRB is all you got to put. All right, now number your paper 1 to 9. Don't skip lines because we're going to need to use this paper again, okay? 1 to 9. All right, now, go look at pages 3 through 5 and write down your answers from your homework, what you did. Write your answers down neatly so I can read them. I'm going to correct the first ones just to see how people do. There's not very many to do. But I'm not going to do that all the time. Addison, why didn't you do these? Pardon me? No, not knowing is not an answer. Yeah, so this needs to be taken care of. Oh, sorry. You're in the wrong one. Sorry, Addison. Maybe you didn't. We'll see. I thought, wait a minute here. Well, we see him here. Okay, starting next week, we then start sending late slips home. So you need to get this done.
Do they check your agenda downstairs? Yeah? It was in there, right? You wrote it. You wrote it.
I forgot.
All right, what page is that? That's okay, remember?
3 to 5, 1 to 9. All right, if you're done with that, just hold it up and I'm going to come pick. Where's yours? Where's 3 to 5? 3 to 5 is up here, right? You did that. Did you do that? Write your answers down, 3 to 5, 1 to 9. This is the homework that was assigned. You're right here. Keep going. Up somewhere. There. Start writing your answers down here. Are we done? We're done. Elise is still doing hers. Thank you, Ella. Letters is all. Yeah, don't. Just the letters is good. Now, this is the first grade. They'll go in as a daily grade in your book, in your Power School at home. Whether I get to it this week or not, don't know about that, but it will go in. All right, now Mason, look at that. What is that on the right side? And doesn't 7, 8, 9 have words?
Yeah.
All right, so why'd you put letters down? All right, so whoever, why didn't you write the words out? Let's do that. Is this Mason's? Okay. All right, you did yours right, Jacob, right? Yep, you're good. Okay. I got yours?
Yep.
Okay. Now, get a red pen out. We're going to correct your tests. Okay, good. Thank you. Oops, sorry. Thanks. Yeah.
First sentence.
Red pen. You guys want to hand that to me, please? Pardon? You need to get one. All right. Let's see how you did on the quiz. So let me see if I can find okay, let's see. Is Brianna Betts? No. Carly in here? Let's see. Let's check because whoever Carly is, didn't put the last name on it. Is Alyssa Hudson in here? Okay, so she is. Carly, is this you? All right, you come up and get your paper and put your last name on it too, please. Always put your last name. All right, here's yours. Yep. All right, Addison. Addison. All right, Caleb, here's yours. Nick Romberg. Kirsten. Where's Kirsten at? All right, hand this down. That way.
Did I get Nate?
Just hand it down and focus on getting the papers out. Christopher is not here. All right, Colson. Morgan, where are you at? Up front. Elias, pass that down that way. Michaela? No, you didn't. Right. It's supposed to have been on the front, but if you got it somewhere, that's the main thing. Thomas, where are you at? Up here. Ella, I know you're in the back. All right. Malaya, here's yours, I think. There you go. Kayla, right there. John, oh, not John. Jarrett. That's Jarrett. Elise, hand that down. Jack. Jack. Hand that down. Morgan, you're up front. Malaya, hand that down. Haley, here's Haley's. Hand that down to Haley. Abby. Rachel, there she is. Ashton. Ashton's there. Elise, hand that down. That way. And Catherine. There's Catherine. Mason, where are you at? There you are. Hand that down. Sydney. Hand that down to Sydney. Adriana. And Jacob, you're all the way down there. Colson, hand that down. That way. All right, everybody hold up the test so I know that you have a test. Make sure everybody had taken the test. Okay, now, red pencils. This is how we do it, remember. If it's right, you get a +1. If it's wrong, put a slash through it and just put the right answer next to it. All right, when first entering the classroom, it's okay to check out the lab and touch the supplies. Jacob, what did you get for the first one? False is correct. +1 if you had false. Number 2, you should always follow all written and verbal instructions carefully.
True.
Correct. Number 3, if a chemical splashes in your eyes or on your skin, flush it with running water from the eye wash and shower station for at least 5 minutes.
True.
That is false. In the contract, it said 20 minutes. The book says 5, but state of Iowa has more stringent things we have to do. All right. When you're not at your classroom desk, push your chair under the desk. Number 4 should be true. Never mix chemicals in sink drains and only pour water and solutions designated by your teachers down the drain. Yes, in the back. True. All right. As long as you know, number 6, as long as you know what you are doing, you are able to work in the lab alone. Ella? False. Here's the first tricky question. You may pour water into acid. Mr. Klein, right, Jarrett? What'd you say?
I had false.
You are correct. It's acid to water, A to W. 3 pieces of safety equipment you could wear in a lab are goggles, an apron, and gloves. Carly. All right, that is correct. Chipped, true. Number 8 is true. Number 9, chipped and cracked glassware is all right to use as long as it doesn't leak.
What question are you?
We're on number 9. So what'd you have? False is correct. Report all accidents and injuries to your teacher at the end of the period. 10. False. It should be immediately. Immediately. All right? Purpose of the science contract. Mason, what'd you have? B. So number 11 is B, to keep students safe. Colson, how should you conduct yourself in the lab? Number 12. What'd you have? C, responsibly is correct. All right, Jack Kramer, if you do not understand a direction or part of a procedure, you should? A, always ask the instructor. Never handle broken glass with your bare hands. Place broken glass in a C, and C says designated sharp material container. That is correct. C. 15. Goggles, Kayla, will be worn when? What is used? D. A, B, and C, all of them. And which of the following is an example of not dressing properly during an activity? Right, we don't wear sandals, especially if it's a chemical lab. Okay, up at the top, there's 16. Count them twice. Count them down once, and then count them up once. And put it in a ratio. Yes. Down, then count them back up to make sure you counted them right. Okay? All right. How many have at least 8 right? All right, that's a good thing. How many have at least 12 right? Anybody have them all right? Okay, well, that's good. All right, would you turn them face down and pass them down this way? Would you pick them up, please, at the end? Now, you've got 6 minutes to work on your homework. I would use the 6 minutes. And then I have some people who owe me some papers here, so I'll get those just a minute. Gotta find my green little book. There it is, over there. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so people, Ashton, did you bring me any papers today signed? I only got,
Dolan?
yes.
I'm checking on attendance. Is Chris Turnus here?
No, he's not.
Thank you.
You still owe me an information letter unless you can show it to me. I never took it. I don't have it here. Think about that again. Look in your stuff.